Well, success in the R&D lab. This is just a quick wrap up of the day. What an emotional day! It started out me and Rich in the sink there, just banging our heads, thinking, what are we gonna do here? And then of course, hey, I think I got this stuff over in the trailer, and sure as anything. So here we are. Tomorrow we'll be hard at work. Rich can be over here help me as well. Just getting things together at the back of this cart so we can finish our wiring, finish running our plumbing, our hoses and all that stuff, the radiator and fans and everything back on. Really last thing to do, work on the back is get that wing to pivot, as we mentioned. So me and little Brayden, my 8-year-old nephew, went to the storage unit today. I haven't put those videos up yet. I'm not sure if I'm going to, because he's this 8-year-old big blue-eyed blonde-haired cute little kid, and there's too many sick individuals out there in the world. So we had a good time. We put the gold wheels and tires. He wanted gold wheels for his go-kart, so I bought him another, even though we had 2 or 3 sets of wheels for those cadet carts. I bought him a set of Invico tires. I think they were used tires on gold wheels, and so I took him up there and let him run the cordless impact and put his wheels on his go-kart, and he sat in it and was zoom and turning the wheel while I picked some stuff up to bring back with us, and so we had a good time. We brought back our jumbo NEK seat for the Ren Speed CIK project. Sat in Larry's seat over there again, trying to compare how I fitted that compared to Patrick, Painter Pat. Offered me a ride in his TM Moto cart, the first cart that he had bought, and his measurements were a little bigger than Larry's seat, but I don't think they're big enough. I got a pretty big rear end right now. Even though the weight is coming off, it's a slow process, and so we bought this one last year at Pittsburgh. We paid over $300 for this bad boy, so we're going to use it. I haven't sat in it today, but it fit real good last year, so I think we'll be okay. I mean, it looks like a jumbo seat. Brought the Bridgestone 450s. We had 3 sets of fronts, 2 sets of 600 rears, right? So we took them 600 rears off and put our other set of mounted 450s on the back, and we got the Yamadog to behave handling wise. So we're going to bring these home, because I think what we're going to do is, we brought the nose back with us. The side panels are already at Rich's house. We're going to, as we're wrapping up John's, we're going to concentrate on mounting the bodywork on the Yamadog and get that ready for Nelson Ledges. Looks today, right now, the 24th. Not sure if we're going to make Grattan, even to hang out and visit and camp. Maybe. We'll have to see. We'll have to see how the weather's looking, how it's going. The wife can't go. I can take the niece and nephew, and it would just be the 3 of us, and that wouldn't be too big a deal. I mean, they're grown kids, right? They don't have to wear diapers or anything. They know where the fridge is in the trailer. They'll be in there often, I'm sure. So we got some things here to keep us busy, as this one's winding down. Our whole table full of stuff that has to go back on is ready to go. This will be relatively quick. The only thing, as I mentioned to John the other day, that's going to take any amount of time is making sure we absolutely know what we're doing when it comes to drilling holes in those end plates for the wings, the wing end plates. And I believe we have more than enough of this floor pan stuff left here to cut 2 more of these end plate shaped pieces out, and with them just being single pieces, you can see right through it, right? It'll be easier to transfer holes. Use those basically as templates. We've already carved it all up. At this point, that piece is useless, so we may as well make sure we dot the I's across the T's and we do it right, and we don't want to screw anything up or half-ass anything at this point, right? So this will move along quickly. We hoping hoping that John can get loose and meet us at Nelson, where he can actually pour gas into this bad boy. And you know, the motor was prepped up to run as a backup car at Mid-Ohio a year ago. That December, it had won the race at Daytona, and I'm sure when he got home, he went through things and checked things out. Nelson would just be a shakedown, man. You know, and it would kind of be nice if he's there, have the cart on a stand. I can walk him through how the panels go on and off. That would be really ideal. That would be really cool. So let's hope we can get it to Nelson. He can shake it down, run it around, make sure the fans are cooling, and if there's any issues, you know, he can take notes and all that stuff. I'll run the Yama Dog just to have some fun while I'm there. Yeah, and that's it. And we'll keep plugging. When we get back from Nelson, we'll keep plugging away. Hope to have the CIK shifter ready to go for maybe Gingerman in September or Pittsburgh in September. Surely October at Grattan. If we're fortunate enough to be able to run one or all of those events, Gingerman, Pittsburgh, and Grattan, I'm going to get back out in the laydown shifter with a real seat in it, as I mentioned before, and just make sure that cart is tuned up. I mean, the carburetor's good. We know what we got to do. We got to change the gearing a little bit for Grattan, especially if we get a good, comfortable, form-fitting seat in there where we're not moving around and we can really get after it. And once we start really getting after it, then it's going to change our gear selection, position on the track and stuff. And we have to do a little more fine-tuning with the tire diameter to get the gear right for that thing. But that way, it'll be worked out. We can, we can drain everything down, put antifreeze in it for the winter if that's what we're going to do. Put a coat of wax on her, and she can sit until she's ready to go do some damage somewhere. But that's it. We're getting up to where are we at? 7 minutes, a little over 7 minutes. So that's enough. ABC and a wrap up, more than enough for one day. Godspeed. Hey, thanks for hanging in there with me, folks. That radiator. I thought Richard was another week of this and he was going to look like Hunter Biden. He was going to be half bald, teeth gone, looking for some crack rocks or something. It almost tore us up, didn't it, Rich? It did. But we persevered. Praise the Lord. Hang in there. It'll get better, y'all. We got all kinds of stuff going on now. Take care, y'all.